we've been really, really pleased to see, firstly, people come from as far away as they do. I mean, this year we've got people that have come up from Nigeria, from Russia, from the west coast of the United States, from Canada, all over the place. And it's also really pleasing to see how many people have come back to the conference. So they've been previously and have thought it was worthwhile enough and they enjoyed it sufficiently to make the special effort to come to the Isle of Man. From an organiser's point of view, we're particularly grateful for the participation of the Isle of Man Aircraft Registry and the Department of Economic Development and the customs authorities in the Isle of Man as well. And I think it demonstrates how the public sector works with the private sector here.
My name is Mark Byrne, I'm a director of ICM. We organise the conference in conjunction with the Aircraft Registry. It is my great pleasure to introduce to you this morning our conference chairman, Mr. Alan Peaford, MBE.
The Isle of Man is the centre of registration really for the UK now. It's picking up so many new registrations of aircraft. It's a hub for it. And to get the lawyers and the bankers and the regulators together in a single room is really worthwhile for this industry. Businesses are beginning to invest more. As they invest more, they need to get to new markets. If they go to new markets, they need business aviation as a business tool to get there. So we're beginning to see that happen, and there's a certain greater optimism about the market today than there was in the Isle of Man this time last year.
As a government, I want to give to you a commitment to being business friendly. And being business friendly is ensuring that you have the highest standards of regulation, safety in your case, but also being competitive in business.
I think the Isle of Man conference is a really good event. It brings together people from throughout the industry, and I did a little bit of research and I've worked out that in the hall here today there's companies representing more than 220 business jets around Europe. So for me that's a good opportunity to meet those contacts.
We've had a significant number of challenges to overcome. But at the end of the day, you've got to have an absolutely crystal clear picture of what you want to achieve.
I would say the Part NCC, which we've just discussed in the last panel, is the biggest thing affecting the Isle of Man at this moment in time, and it's yet to be seen the whole impact that it will have, but certainly we're dealing with it actively from an Isle of Man perspective.
I thought the presentation on VAT, value added tax, was very interesting. And they talked about temporary emission of aircraft. When an aircraft from the US comes to the EU temporarily, there's certain tax rules, VAT rules you have to comply with. So they talked about that, and that was interesting for our members.
For me, it's not about the numbers of people that come, it's about the quality of individuals that come. We have some very senior and respected industry figures, and we have some very senior politicians and other industry leaders. So it's the quality of the event that has just grown and grown, and it's all part of the Isle of Man success story. The aircraft registry was set up to try and help generate an Isle of Man aviation industry, and that has gone from strength to strength. So the industry is booming, the registry is booming, it's a great news story, and we see no lull in activity. So the conference is a natural vehicle for that to facilitate that.
Deals over a certain size are attractive to banks. If they're below a certain size, they are not attractive to banks of any description, or the only financiers are local asset finance operators within country.
We're growing at a much higher rate than I know any company really is in our respective areas on different continents around the world. So I guess I'm just here today to really share the message that Africa really is open for business.
I think it's becoming one of the events to attend now on a global basis.